Hi everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here to work on So Many Books, So Little Time by Diamond Art Club. It's a 56 by 109. It's a square diamond painting, has 53 colors, and we're past, the middle point. I went, because there's a diamond there that fell off. So whenever I do the ones, I'll have to redo those. Actually, it's probably time for me to take the roller and go over top. So we're gonna start with the DMC 905, which is the lesser than sign, I guess. So we'll start with that. Whew. I just feel like, okay, I need to take a breath. Oh, I don't know if I can do an hour and a half today, but you know what? Some is better than none, right? That's my motto lately, because it always feels like I can't put the time that I want to put on something, but it's either that I put, 45 minutes or an hour on something, or 20 minutes, or I don't do it at all. So I guess if you look at the alternative, some is better than none. So that's what I thought today. I was like, Mason is doing his hockey camp right now. So we have to be there at between 9:15 and 9:30 in the morning. And then I watch him. It's like, well, it's supposed to start at 10:15 this morning. It never started till 10:30. And then it went to 11:30. And then I drove home. And then on the drive home, I'm like, our car insurance came in and I never put the cards. Where did that go now? There's one that just flew. I never put the cards in the car. And I'm like, in the truck. And I'm like, I got to do that. So I went and I came home. And I looked and looked and looked for the cards. Of course, I had set them aside because I had wanted to put them like 2 weeks ago. So after I went through, we have a spot where we keep our mail. I went through everything. Like, it's not there. And I turn around and it's on a little shelf that I have sort of, it's like a 3-tier thing. And I put it there to add kind of like our bigger, well, not some of the bigger appliances. I don't like stuff on my counter. There's still a lot on my counter. I got to make use of that shelf a little bit better and move. Well, the problem is right now is my silhouette is there. So I got to move my silhouette upstairs. Now that I've cleaned up my room, I can maybe find a spot for it. And then I can move, I don't even know what I can move over there. Maybe my bread maker, because I don't use it a lot now, because I make sourdough bread now more than I make regular bread. I don't know. I'll wait and see. And I don't really want to get rid of it, but I also want to put it somewhere. You know what I wish is behind our table, I wish we would have put a whole row of like cupboards behind there, just like to put big appliances. I wish we would have done that. I wish we would have done that. Now that I look at it, like maybe a foot wide, but it would have been big enough to put like the Instant Pot, maybe, my water thingy-majig where you put carbonation in the water. What is that thing called? Anyway, that it would have fit that. It would have fit quite a bit of stuff, probably my popcorn machine, that kind of stuff. That would have been nice to have that over there. Oh, well. So I have something over there, but it's an open concept, which I don't like. I'd rather have something that has doors and you can shut it. I had an IKEA thing there before. It had 12 open things, which I ended up putting doors and stuff, but it was, I don't know, I didn't like it. It was too big. So maybe if I got a smaller IKEA one, maybe like a 6 piece, and then I could put it up against the wall and then just put, I don't know, I'd have to try it with the one I have now. Now, what I did with that one is I moved it in my soap room. It's perfect for that. I have all my soap stuff. It's all divided. Like whenever I want to make anything, I can find things like really easily. You know, everything has a spot, everything has a place, which that reminds me, I gotta clean that room because that was my seed room. And when you water the seeds or your, you know, your seedlings, it splashes up on the wall. And I've been meaning to do that for the last little bit. And I keep forgetting. Out of sight, out of mind, right? It's in a different room that I almost never go into. I mean, when my seedlings are in there, I'm in there every day, 2-3 times a day, because to turn the lights on, to turn the lights off, to water the seeds and the seedlings, you know. But now that everything is outside, and by the way, my garden is booming. I love it. I went out this morning. I went out last night and I gave the plants water because we are in the middle of a heat wave again. I think today is above 40. So being in a rink is actually kind of nice, you know? That's what I said to Mason. I said, it's probably the best place for you to be today. It's inside a rink because it's too hot to be, you know, outside and doing outside stuff. So, and we're going to go back in for 2:15, and that's his last hour. And then we got to go get him some socks. So we're going to go to Walmart, get him some socks. And then there's, I don't know, NHL players, I guess, here. And they're going to kind of play a fun game tonight or whatever. So the guy that runs the hockey program, Dave and him grew up together. So he told Dave, he's like, hey, if you want to see, you know, NHL players playing tonight, they're going to be on the ice at 7. So it's like, okay. So we'll probably go for, I don't know, an hour and a half. And then we'll come home because Mason has to be in bed by 9:30 because he has pretty full days. He has 2 more days of hockey camp. And then tomorrow he also has soccer. Last night he has soccer after being on the ice and doing dry land, you know, from 10 till 3:15. Well, I'll say 10 to 3 because it was 10:15 to 3:15. But and then he went and played soccer for 2 hours, and then he came home and then had a shower and went to bed. He was upset. I didn't get to do anything kind of, you know, relaxing. So then I found something on YouTube and we watched something for a little bit and we chatted for a bit, and then he was content. Then he was happy. He likes to play Uno and Yahtzee, and we play with him all the time. So the other day it was funny because we were playing Uno. Okay, I'm going to do T. Is that a T? Yeah, T. What's T? 35. And we play countdown. So you start with 7 cards, and then when you finish your 7 cards, then you go down to 6 and 5. I think I was down to 3, and he was still at 7. And so T is $8.95. And he was still at 7. And I was like, oh, I wonder how many times that happens that, you know, you win. Maybe I was down to 3. That, you know, somebody wins. So 3 cards, right? I should have like boom, boom, boom. Finished that. Anyway, he came back from that and beat me. Well, let me tell you, he was doing the happy dance. And then Dave was at work. Or no, he had gone to get groceries or something. So when Dave came home, he was like, guess what? I whooped Mammy's butt. He was pretty proud of himself. So anyway, it's the Uno flip. So you get like pick up, you know, like 5 plus 5. And then if you have a plus 5, anyway, at one point I had to pick up 25. So he picked up my camera and started filming. He was razzing me. How does it feel, Mammy? Like, how many cards do you have to pick up? And he was like, really giving me a hard time. Well, it's fun. When our kids were growing up, we used to have like family nights on Fridays, and we would play like board games, and I would always do like pizza night. We would make like homemade pizzas. And so something that we did with our kids, and we're gonna do with our grandkids. So we've had Mason. We had Mason, when did we have him? Last week. He called on Tuesday night. Can I please come over? I was like, okay, well, you have soccer tomorrow night, so make sure you bring your soccer stuff. Then Wednesday, I was like, so are you going to go home? Or are you staying? He's like, I think I'm going to stay. Lexi's coming tomorrow. No, the day after. And I wouldn't mind spending the day with her. So I was like, oh no, it was Thursday. So I want to spend the day with Lexi, you know, Wednesday and Thursday or whatever. So I was like, or Wednesday she went to her other grandmother's, and Thursday I had her. That's what it was. So he's like, well, I'd like to see Lexi. So he stayed over Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Then he was like, it was a car show on Friday. And I wasn't supposed to have Lexi, but Katie's husband didn't have a good night's sleep. So when we went to the car show, we went and picked Lexi up. And then we took her to the car show with us. It was so hot too, oof. But we had her in a stroller and covered up and everything, so. And then he went home Saturday. And then he came back on Saturday night because, or Sunday night, because we're gonna do 38 container, which is 904. Because he had hockey Monday morning, Monday to Thursday. And so now he's gonna go home Thursday night, I think. Thursday after hockey, I'll probably bring him home. And then Friday, Lexi's dad is in a band and they're playing in here. So Katie said, can you watch Lexi for a couple of hours Friday night? So Mason's going home Thursday night, and then we'll have Lexi Friday night. So I'll probably, I don't know, after hockey, I'll try to film a little bit and then film quite a bit Friday. I got to film another one of these on Friday. Today's Tuesday. I have an hour before I have to leave again to go see his second hour on the ice. And then, oh, our day is full. Oh, sorry, I hit the thing here. So a day's full. And then I did, if you saw my Clean With Me video, I moved everything in a filing cabinet, and it's so tight. And I know I'm gonna like it because I used to have my stuff in a filing cabinet like that, and I like that it's put away. Like I said, I like stuff put away. I didn't like it that it was, you know, all up in my face. So I found a filing cabinet for $10. So I'm like, okay, so we're picking that up tonight. $10. So now, because it's so tight in the one that I have, all my digital files. So tomorrow I won't have time. Maybe tomorrow night or tonight. No, not tonight. By the time we get back, it'll be too late. But tomorrow, I have a massage, so I won't have time to come home and film. Like I came home for just like an hour and a half today, just so I could film this. Yesterday, I didn't go to Mason's practice because I'm like, hey, I can film some videos. So I filmed 2 videos. I filmed a make a page kit and let's make buttons. What was that? 38. So I did that last night. So I filmed 2 videos. I edited one already, uploaded it. The other one I didn't do it yet. I'm gonna do H, which is container 17. At least I did one, right? I did one, edit it, upload it. Hopefully tonight I won't be able to. Tomorrow night, oh, I have to do one tonight. I have to edit this. Oh, well, I'll edit it late. I'll just lay down and edit, I guess. I just have to do stuff for YouTube around life. I have to do stuff for YouTube around life. And that's why for months and months, I barely uploaded to YouTube because I've never been this busy. I don't know what the hey is going on, but, and I didn't have like the energy. So I have the energy now. I lost 10 pounds too, just from being so busy and I'm walking and because I have more energy, you know. I haven't walked in the last couple days because, man, we don't stop. But hopefully maybe Thursday night we can walk. Because Mason's going to go home, so we can walk. Maybe Friday during the day I can walk. And then Saturday, Sunday, so it'll be like 4 times if I do that. I gotta do at least 4 times a week, right? So it's all good. It's all good, it's all good. We'll get it done. I got 2 more videos I'd like to do for Patreon this week. It's just, one is for the end of July and one is for the 1st of August. So I am killing it, you know, killing it. So I'll probably do those on Friday. I'll do those on Friday. And then this weekend, I'll do a Clean With Me video. What is wrong with this thingamajig? It's all crooked. I'll do a Clean With Me video, and I don't know what else. Something else. Maybe, a coloring one. Haven't done a coloring one in a few days. Haven't done a coloring one in a few days. And I love to color with Copics. Love it. So I haven't done... Ooh, that's what I just picked up. Well, picked up from my doorstep. I started doing something in my, like a journaling bullet journal with those, I call them little girls because most of them are little girls. that I color, and I use the 1/8 inch washi tape. I love it. It's so much fun. So I bought a bunch of washi tapes. So I got to get those up to par. What I end up doing is the little girls that I color, I put them in the book. I stamp in the book first, and then I color the stamp on a separate cardstock, cut it out, and put non-permanent adhesive, and then put it on top of the stamped image. And then what I do is I take those little washi tape and I outline the little girl. Oh, it looks like, it's so cute. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So I definitely want, I had 5 1/8 inch washi tape. And by doing that, I finished one totally. So then I was down to 4. So I kind of went overboard, but they were really cheap. I think those there were $9.99, and the other ones I bought were $10.99 or $12.99, and one of them had 60, and this package here had 48. So now I got lots. I won't run out for a long time. And then I also want to do my reading journal with that. So I'll be able to use it for that too. I don't mind purchasing stuff if I know I'm going to use it, right? And I just noticed too that I have like on my phone, like where the cameras are, like the lens, not the cameras, the lenses. I had like a protective, I have the one with the 3 cameras or 3 lenses, the iPhone 13 Pro Max. And that was all cracked. I'm like, I was filming Mason on the ice, and I'm like, well, no wonder it's like kind of going nuts because it's full of cracks. So I ordered more of that. And then my case, all that stuff was 2 years old. So it was time to order more. My case is falling apart. I just buy the cheap stuff. It protects it. And we're going to do R, and R is number 4, which is DMC 208. I think I forgot to say the last one. Oops. That was 327, the last one. And so not bad. I mean, I don't keep buying just because I want different ones, you know. I literally had it for over 2 years. I looked on Amazon and I bought it in April of 2022. So, and I didn't change my phone, even though, you know, you can change your phone every 2 years. I'm like, nope, there's nothing wrong with my phone. And you know what? I'm not doing the update too because I am convinced that they make it so that your phone starts acting up once your contract is due. Because every time, I'm not just making this up, but every time my phone starts, when I start recording, it doesn't record the first 2-3 seconds, and then it starts recording, and it's every time it's due for renewal. So then you're like, oh, I'm just gonna get a new one because it doesn't work, right? Now you can fix it. It's something that they do in the update because it's just something you got to go turn off. And I can't remember what it is offhand, but I wrote it down so that when it happens, I'm like, ooh, this is what I have to do. And then I do it, and then it's fixed. And it's always after an update. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not updating it. I don't need to update it. I don't use those gadgets that they, you know, oh, this, you can do that extra with. I don't care about that. My phone is more a camera than it is a phone. I text a lot with my kids, but that's about it. I use it as for my business, you know, I use it to film these videos. I went and spent quite a bit of money on a camera, like, you know, to film. I hated it. I returned it. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try it. And I asked, and they said, yeah, you have 30 days. Within not even 2 weeks, I returned it. I hated it. I didn't like the quality, and it was expensive. I was like, nope. This camera, the iPhones are fine for that. And it's multi-purpose, right? Multi-purpose. I can take pictures with it. I film with it. I can text and I phone. And I can go on YouTube, like, perfect. Perfection. So why would I have another piece of equipment that cost a lot of money? It's not worth it. Totally not worth it. Okay, now this is done. Okay. Oh, those are the A, B's, and that's why I went, ugh. Let's do K first. Let's keep him for last. Oh, I'm going to finish this. Yay. This took me 3 sessions, but I think the first time, I only had like 15 minutes. And then the second time, I only had an hour and 20 minutes. So, you know, that's quite a bit less, right? I mean, 10 minutes for the second time, but the first time it was only 15 minutes. So, because it does take about 3 hours to do this session. I think the only way I could do 3 hours is if I did a live for this, for diamond painting, you know, and then it would be just to chat. I don't know. It might be something that I might do someday. We'll see. I find it difficult just to do the lives for scrapbooking, so I want to get those nailed down first. I'll probably try to do one this Friday. I'll be able to film in the morning and then do a live for maybe an hour and a half. Some is better than none. And then I can film for the rest of the afternoon. I don't think we have anything planned for the weekend, so I can film a couple things this weekend too. Ooh, look, the hourglass is here. So let's do that. That's number 50. Oh shoot, I just dumped a whole bunch on. I missed the container. Missed the container. Let's put those in there because, you know, that would be the one that you just have almost just enough. So let's do that. Okay. Now hourglass is container 50. And it is 3787, the DMC. We only need like 4. Let's do that. 2, 3, 4. Oh, now we have the ABs. Let's do number 2 first. There's less. And 2 is 2. And that's 141, the DMC. And then we'll do the number 1. I can't forget the one that's over here. Whatever I can get done on that one today is going to be good. I plan on filming on Friday because I only did 1 last week. So I have to do 2 this week. I was doing so good. And I'm going to start having the baby probably 3 times a week, every week. So filming is going to be a challenge from now on. So the more I can do right now, it's probably going to start like not next week, but the week after, or maybe even next week. Might start next week. So it might be, you know, something that I might have to try to do on the weekend. And during hockey season, that's going to be difficult. But we'll do what we can while we can, right? Okay, I'm going to get something else because I want to pitch that out the door. Let's use one. And I think I said that. Use the one that you're not using, because then it screws up the wax. Oh, did I put wax on top of... I'm so used to putting wax in the pen. I didn't check to see if it was wax or if it was glue dots in there. Oh well. Not used to this whole glue dot thing. I'm not used to it. Oh, I can't believe it's July 9th. Tomorrow is the anniversary of the year that my dad passed away. Which is sad. And my dad got sick the same age that I am now, and was, you know, told it was terminal. He was 58. He was given less than 6 months to live, and he held on till he hit 60. So it was a year and a half. Like he was 58 and a half, because it was right around Christmas that he was diagnosed. He held on for 18 months. Oh, trying to think. He passed away in 2006. So it was a long time ago, right? Josh was, he was born in 99, so he was 7. Or going to be 7. He was 6. So, my oldest was graduating that year. And he said he was going to make it to her graduation, and she graduated at the end of June, and he passed away July 10th. So he just made her graduation. Hey. Okay. Usually every July 10th, a lot of times, like, we were climbing mountains. So my dad worked in the woods. Like, he owned one of those big timberjacks. And so he was very much a nature person. So every time we'd go and be in nature, it was like just perfect to remember him, you know, you're in nature. And then I would, you know, if we were hiking with Mason, I would say, you know, oh, my dad passed away today, you know, and I would talk to him about him. And oh. Okay. Now, ooh, tonight or this afternoon, we still haven't reserved for camping. My goodness. This is probably the worst year. I'm just like so, I don't know, all over the place. So we got a call today. and get that done. If we want to have any chance of getting some days, our trailer's still not inspected. Our truck is not inspected. Like, we're waiting. We called the guy last week. We're not driving it, but we called the guy last week and he's like, oh, I'm out of stickers. So, call me. We got to call him today. So hopefully it'll get inspected tomorrow. And hopefully we'll drive it tonight. We'll drive it over. And then he can do it tomorrow. We can pick it up. And I got to get the registration for the car is due July 20th. So I got to do that tonight so that it's here by the 20th. So we'll start with that one, which is $49. Just one thing after another. And I'm going to do the registration for the trailer too. And as soon as the truck is inspected, probably on Friday, he'll bring the trailer to get inspected. And then, so then we're ready to go camping at least a couple times. My goodness. My goodness. And then there we go. Just feels like summer's flying by and we haven't done anything. You know what I mean? Just one thing after another. I was laughing. I was telling Dave, I was like, one day Lexi was leaving. Mason, my other daughter, was arriving with Mason. And Lexi was leaving. Then another day, Mason was leaving. And Lexi was arriving for a few hours. I'm like, one grandkid is walking out and the other one's walking in. Like, always have a kid here. I thought we were done raising kids. I don't mind having my grandkids here though. They're fun. They're fun to have around. And at this age, Mason's 11, right? He's really easy, right? I mean, he likes us to play games with him and that kind of stuff, but he's not a lot of work. Lexi, we have to watch a little bit more, but she's good temperament, like really good temperament. My goodness. The only thing with her is she doesn't sleep. She is not a sleeper, like at all. I don't know how she's that good temperament because not a sleeper, like even nighttime. So I don't know where she gets her bubbliness from because it's not from having, good night's sleeps. Poor Katie, she's exhausted. So, on the weekends, she'll come over and she'll sleep for a few hours. So I get the baby on the weekend too. Forgot about that. So I usually get up even early, even on the weekend, usually because by noon, Kate will text and say, can I come over for a few hours so I can sleep? So then I have the baby for a few hours and then I usually feed them. So then I make a big supper. So I get my videos filmed early morning, which I have to do anyway because it's so bloody hot up there. I mean, we have a heat pump, but in order for it to be hot enough up there, I really have to crank up the air conditioning. And then Dave works in the basement, so that means he is freezing. So he can't. He's like, I'm so cold, I'm getting sick, you know? So then I die. So what I have to do is I film for like 10 minutes and then I stop and then I put the fan on and then I sit in front of the fan till I don't feel like fainting anymore. And then, you know, do it again. Somebody said, oh, well, get a portable air conditioning. Well, that's not going to work because it makes too much noise. If I could leave the fan is fine, but I can't leave it on. Right? So that's why then I turn on the fan for 10, 15 minutes, cools it down, and then I can film for 10, 15 minutes. And then rinse and repeat. That's okay. I love summer, so it's just for a little bit I have to do that. My plan, hopefully it works out, is that by next summer, that I'm going to be ahead on everything. And then hopefully in the summer, I don't have to film as much. Like I can go up there maybe whenever I have the days off from Lexi and film like one video so that I can kind of keep up. You know, I don't want to fall behind. Kind of keep up, but not to the extent that I'm doing it now. I have to do quite a bit right now. Ooh, what have I been reading? Well, I've been reading, it's summer, so I like to read romance. What was the name of one of them? What was it? It was by Sarah Adams. It was really good. I gave it like 4.5 stars. The last one I just read is Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez, which I love her books. Love, love, love her books. So that was a 5 stars. I read it in like 2.5 days, maybe 3 days. And now I'm reading The Will of the Many. Oh, and I finished the last book in the Shadowhunter series that I was reading. I finished book 3. So that was like a 680-page book. And I just started The Will of the Many by James Iselton. I can't remember his last name. Iselton. That's another 640-page book. Why am I picking all big books? But apparently everybody's saying like, oh, that's a 5 stars. Everybody's loving it. So I'm like, I'll read it. I'm 3 books ahead, so I'm good to read longer books, right? Now, if I was behind schedule, then I would try to read a few 350-page book. I think after I finish this one, I'll probably do that, which just for the summer, I think it was like 400 and some, 440 or something. And the other one I read was 380. I can't remember what the name of it was, but it was really good. It was good, it was good. And I don't know, for whatever reason, usually I like to read 2-3 books at once. Right now, I'm on a kick that it's like, nope, 1 book at a time. That's all my brain can handle. So, and maybe it's because the books are really good. And I'm like, no, I don't want to start reading something else. I'm really into this book, right? Maybe that's why. I don't know. And if the books are okay, then I'm like, okay, well, I'll read 50 pages out of this book, and then I'll read 100 pages out of my main book, if you will. The Will of the Many, I just started. I think I'm like on page 20 or something like that. I have like 600 and Actually, I think the edition I have is like 700 and some. So, like, oh, long books. And I still want to finish the Sarah J. Maas. Well, the fourth book in the series. Which series is that? It was her first series. Well, no, it wasn't Throne of Glass. The Ekatar, book 4 or book 5. Book 5 maybe I'm on. Anyway, I've had that book for years and I haven't read it because I don't even know if she's writing the 6th book yet. But it's time to read it. I hate when I'm not caught up on series, so I'm gonna read that one. And then I'm gonna read the Crescent Cities book by Sarah J. Maas after that. And because I haven't started and that series is finished. So I'm like, okay, finish that puppy up because you bought the whole series. I don't buy books a lot now. The new Fourth Wing book is, the cover was revealed. Oh, it's so nice. And I've already pre-ordered it. That way, the lowest it's gonna get, if you do that on Amazon, that's the deal you're gonna get. So I'm like, okay, well, I know I want it, so let's pre-order. And then if it goes down to 20 bucks, I'll get it for 20 bucks, right? So, and what I did was, I put it on my wish list and I'll keep watching and then I go make sure that I get that deal. So that's coming out in January. So I'll get it on release day. I'll probably read it right away. It's a 5-book series now. So maybe I'll wait a little bit. Maybe I'll wait like 6 months after I get it. And then, I don't know if I'll be able to though, because it left on such a dang cliffhanger. So I might want to read it right away. Okay, what was this? 49 was it? Where is, yep, and I'm almost out. Oh, please be enough. I don't want to have to go get some. I still have, it's going to be close to an hour and a half, I think. Might be an hour and 15 minutes. But I think Dave said he needed to come upstairs and make his lunch too, so I'm going to get interrupted for that. So I might get only an hour. We'll see. But again, I'm just happy that I got, because I was looking at the schedule for this week and I'm like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to get to work on this or not, you know? And when I uploaded the last video, I'm like, hey, I said I wanted to do at least 52 this year, and I'm halfway there, and we're halfway through the year. Just, you know, a little, maybe, I probably should be at 28, right? But I'm like, hey, that's pretty good. I'm just a couple behind, so I don't want to really fall behind, you know? So if I can do one on Friday, whoop, whoop. Oh, my scrap room is coming along so good. And it really motivated me to get other stuff done, you know? Well, my fridge is due, which, you know, we're pretty good at doing that. But I had some stuff that spilled and I'm like, okay, well, I'm just gonna I'm gonna wait till it's time to clean it, right? And film it. Because I've had so many people say, oh, you've inspired me. Tomorrow I'm gonna, go and clean this up. So one, it makes it so that it's like an accountability thing for me, Okay, I said I'm gonna do that, so I'm gonna, do it. So I'm accountable to do it. And then, I'm just trying to, I want to do cooking one too, cooking videos. But what I'm trying to do is kind of get settled on everything else. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot to get, series going and be consistent in it and that stuff. So I'm trying to get consistent in those and maybe get a little bit ahead. The color with me, I'm trying to get a little bit ahead on that, which I think I am. I think I'm about 4 weeks ahead, which is good. So then once I'm ahead a little bit, then I can say, okay, now I can start the clean with me downstairs. And then once I get a little bit ahead on those, then I can be like, okay, then I can start the cook with me, And what I wanted to do, I was talking to my daughter, Lexi's mom, for Mason, I want to get him some fruits all separated so that before hockey, he can make himself a smoothie, so he gets protein before he comes to hockey for practice or games or whatever. And then I want to make him single meals so that, if he has time, then he can put a piece of lasagna in the oven and cook that, if he wants, if he doesn't want to do a smoothie or whatever, I can make him meals like that in single portions and write what it is on it. And then he'll be good. He'll be all set between the fruits and that. So I want to start doing that. One for us, because I'm finding it hard with Lexi to be able to get meals done, right? As she gets older, it'll probably be a little easier because I plan on getting her one of those stools that you bring up to the counter, and it's made for that, so they can't fall out. And then she'll cook with me, right? So then it'll be easier. Now I bring her high chair up. She doesn't walk yet, right? She can stand up, but she's not walking yet. It's so cute now. She hovers, like she can go down like this and just her butt is off the ground and hovers and then can stand up and then stays like that. And then she goes, ooh, and then she goes back down and then she like claps for herself. Oh my gosh. She is precious. So I want to make meals for us too. So I don't know, if I'm going to start that at the end of summer. I should be, pretty ahead on a lot of stuff by then, right? And then I can start series. I thought it'd be fun, I have, making page kits with me and scrap with me and diamond paint with me and color with me, clean with me. So I'll have different videos because we're more than one faceted people, we do a bunch of stuff. Do I have enough? It's gonna be I don't think I have enough and I'm not gonna go get it. Nope. If I don't have enough, I'm just gonna put down what I have. And then next time, like after this, I'm done with this, I'll go replenish this container. Oh my gosh, I think I have just enough. What are the chances? Look at that, there's 2 left. Oh, come on. Unless there's some out here. Come on. But I think that's it. I mean, it doesn't matter. This one is just a piece of like trash. Cool. Just enough. Like, just finished that. What? Okay, I think I'd like to start maybe down here. So, should I start with F? Let's start with F. Let's start with F, which is number 8. I'll do a little bit down here now, just so we kind of try to finish this little section here. Hopefully I can finish this section before we have to go. What time is it? 1:20. We have to leave at, I think, around 1:45. But I want to make sure, I want to put like all of this away. I don't want to have to come home to stuff, you know? I like to, when I finish something, I like to clean it up and just be done. I'm going to try this one. And the wax in the other one, I think, needs to be replaced. Or I need to put a glue dot. Yeah, so I want to have time to finish this. I should check too to see if that veggie place that we get the fruit for really cheap, if they have, like, they'll have like flats of strawberries for like $10 or $20 for 8 quart, which is 2 pounds each, right? Or 8 1 pound for $10. And what I do is I separate, we have fresh stuff like that we eat, and then I cut them, wash them right away. I do it right away, so that means I would have to do it tonight, which is not fun, but whatever. And then I put it in the freezer, and that's what I want to make the fruit bags for Mason. So I'm watching for strawberries, and I'm watching for mangoes, and I'm watching for raspberries and bananas. We can get bananas at Costco like $1.99, so I'll just, and we bought a big, you can get like a big bag of yogurt, and what I do is I freeze the yogurt in ice cube things, ice cube trays, and then I'll put those in the bags too with the frozen fruits for him. And then we'll just have to make sure he has pineapple juice and protein powder. He doesn't even need the frozen yogurt, you know? Like frozen yogurt ice cream, we put a little bit of that, but if he has the frozen yogurt, that'll be enough. That'll be enough. And then he can just open a package, dump it in, dump the powder and the pineapple juice, and just whiz it up. We're teaching him now, like he's doing it himself. Right now, all the fruits are all separated, right? So he takes out, you know, the strawberries, the blueberries, the mangoes. I think we're out of mangoes. Bananas. I see blueberries. He just makes himself a smoothie when he comes over. We have to buy him like a bullet or something. They don't have one. So we'll buy him one of those before hockey season starts. I didn't realize there was that many Fs. I thought it was going to be an easy one, but oh well. It's just going to be done. Yeah, we'll buy him one of those and then he'll be all set. Hey. Ooh, there's a lot of Fs there. Hey, how long have I been going? 56 minutes, almost an hour. I should have looked at when I peeled this off. I can't remember. I think it was at 20, maybe 30 minutes. I can't remember. Just wanted to see how long I got on this side. Try to figure out how many more sessions I have to do before I'm done this side. I really want to get this done in 2024. I have that I want to read 100 books, but I want to finish this one here. I know some people, they get it done like in like a couple months or a couple weeks, but they work on it like 8 to 9 hours a day. If I can do 3 hours a week, I'm happy with that. I just have too many other things that I like to do, right? I like to read, I like to scrapbook. I like to, this has a little burr on it. I like to, I like to color with the Copic markers. I like to watch TV shows too. You know, I'm not really watching anything right now. Haven't had a chance to start anything new. Last thing I watched was Sweet Magnolia. Ooh, there would be a new episode of House of Dragon that I haven't watched. It came out on Sunday. I don't think I'll have time tonight, but maybe tomorrow night I'll have time to watch that. That'll be fun. I gotta mess with my silhouette too. It was cutting fine and then it messed up again, so haven't had chance. Maybe, hopefully on Friday, if not on Saturday. I'll mess with that and try to get it to, try to fix it. That machine is the bane of my existence. I don't think I'll be buying like the new version and the newer version. My Silhouette 1 is the best machine. And that's the one I'm having issues with right now. But that's the one I can consistently get it to cut more than the other one. My Silhouette 4, I despise it. Now, if it's pieces that you buy through the Silhouette store, oh, that works fine. I never try to print and cut through the Silhouette store. I have some. I should do it and see how it cuts. Because if it works fine, then that means that they've done something that your own stuff, it doesn't work. And it's like, okay, I paid for the business license, you know? Because we do our own digital files for scrapbooking. And I'm trying to get, so we can start selling physical products. So I'm trying to get a bunch ahead because I think the only way I'm going to be able to do it is just go live like once a month for the physical products, maybe once every 6 weeks, and just have a number, an amount, and if it sells out, it sells out, and then I can, make some more for 6 weeks. Okay, let's do X, because I'm a one man show. And I'm doing all these videos, for Patreon and YouTube. And I'm watching my granddaughter. So the digital stuff is easy because then, people just, they print their own kind of thing. But physical products, I have to do them. And I want to do die cuts. I want to do the regular size, and I want to do mini die cuts. We have 5, and we're only going to do it for our collections too. And we have 5 collections right now. And then I want to do sticker sheets. And then buttons for each collections. So I'm doing buttons right now. I worked on buttons yesterday. I did a few. And I have to do those, die cuts, cutting them up and stuff. And I was doing really good. I was doing like 5 a day, and then it started messing up, and I'm like, okay. And I usually try to do those when the baby's here. So I just walk in, I put her in her playpen that she, can't go anywhere. And it's just the room right next door. So I just go in there, prepare it out here so I can watch her while I'm getting it on the mat and everything. Then I go in there, everything's all, set up. And then I just hit load and then scan and then cut. And then I make sure that it starts off right. And then I come back in here. And then an hour later, I'll go take it off and then get another mat ready. So I only do like 4 or 5 a day while she's here, And then, but when it messes up, I can't be in there that long to try to figure out why. Why are you messing up? So I gotta do that. I gotta get that done so I can get more cut up. So I gotta get that looked at this week and start cutting more and work on more of the buttons. He should have another collection done this week. And then for buttons, and then I'll get that cut out and punched and made into buttons and put onto cards and all that stuff. And then okay. That done. Yeah, I wish we had 48 hours in a day. And I wish we only had to sleep, the same amount of hours, like 8 to 10. And then I would get so much stuff done. It would be the same. It would just get filled up by other stuff, right? It's okay. But I'm like, oof, my days are going to be, I'm going to have one less day. 2 of the weeks, I had 3 days in the week that I had stuff to do. So now it's going to be every week. I only have 2 days to get stuff done. It's going to make a huge huge difference. See, already I forgot what sign I was doing. X 43. Yep. The brain is tired and you can tell. Let's do that sign right there, which is number 13, which is DMC 400. Okay, so we've done an hour and 6 minutes up to now, so good. Yesterday we stayed in town because Dave had the day off, and oh my gosh, our car needed like a vacuum and, you know, like wash the inside and the outside so bad. And we had to get some stuff too. I needed to, I'm putting like, it's not shelves, but it's like railings for my punches upstairs. And we need wall anchors for that. And then on my desk, I have like a Power Surge power bar, and the cord goes across, like where I have to walk. It's on the back of my desk, but I am still back there quite a bit. It's annoying. So we want to put it up on the ceiling. So we needed like an extension cord. So we got that yesterday. And then over by my sink, I needed a light. So we got lights with batteries. And then we needed stuff for the garden. So we got that. And then I'm like, hey, let's go wash the car. So we only had like half an hour, 35 minutes. So it was kind of done pretty quickly. We did 10 minutes of vacuuming, which we're gonna have to do it again. It did an okay job. It's not perfect. I like it to be perfect. So we're gonna do it here. We have a shop vac. So now we'll do it here, you know, and we'll wash again the outside, and I'll wash the inside while Dave is doing the outside. We have like a bug remover spray and all that stuff. So we'll do all that, and we wanna do the same thing to the truck. So maybe we can do that this weekend too. Man, my weekend is filling up already, eh? Maybe while I'm watching the baby Friday night, Dave can go at least vacuum the car out again. And then Saturday we can, well, he can wash the inside while I'm filming upstairs. And then maybe Sunday we can do the truck. I don't know. We want to wash the outside of the house too this summer. So many things to do, so little time. Like last night, like we were go all day, and then Mason had soccer. They never got home till 9:20 or something like that. Like, how can you get anything done at 9:20? Like, you can't get anything done. He had another bite to eat because he was starving, because he just played 2 hours of soccer. And then he went to bed. He had a shower, and then he went to bed, you know. And then today, it's going to be go. Then we, 3:15, we got to go to Walmart and find him some socks. We're going to come home, we're going to eat, and then we're going to go watch him, watch the NHL players play. And then we're going to come home. He's going to have another shower. We're probably going to have a little bit more time tonight. Dave's going to go get my filing cabinet. And then that way Mason can come here and he can have a shower and all that stuff. And maybe I can play a game with him so he's happy. Uno or Yahtzee or something. And then tomorrow's going to be the same thing. We just rinse, repeat. And tomorrow night he's got soccer from 6 to 7. And then usually he says, I want to stay. So So he wants to stay an extra half hour and kick, you know, on the net for another 20 minutes or so. Okay, let's do C. Let's see. I think when Dave comes up to eat, that's just when I'll stop for today. So C is number 6, which is 3:01. Because we're already at an hour 10 minutes. It's not going to be an hour and a half, but whatever the time is, it's going to be the time for today. And Friday, we'll do the hour and a half. And maybe we'll try to do maybe an hour and 38 minutes or an hour 40 or something to kind of make up for the last 2 times being short. Okay. A few more C's. And you know, right now I have no idea. Usually I make like what I want to read for the month. I haven't done that for July. I'm like, well, bloody books keep coming available quicker than they're supposed to at the library. So I'm just going to read whatever becomes available, I guess. Plus I have to read Pride and Prejudice. And that one, they have so many copies. I guess it's just available whenever you want to read it. So I think that's, I've only read 2 classics up to now. So I need to read a classic. So now we'll do, okay, so we're going to end it here. So if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit subscribe. If you're enjoying these videos, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below. And I want to thank you so much for watching. Bye.